Hello Twin Flames, welcome to my channel and welcome to a daily energy check. Let's see what is going on with the Twin Flame Collective. This will be a classic read, so we take a look at the energies of the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine Collective. I haven't recorded the full moon reading yet, but it is coming up, so look out for that tomorrow, and that will be a reading that will have information on the main themes, but also guidance for each of the zodiac signs. So let's get started. Let's start with a quick oracle message. They've got the Cosmic Journey Oracle. Hope you guys are doing great. Have a little bit of a cloudy day here, but it's warm, it's nice, it's not hot, and that's already something to be grateful for. So, Divine Feminines, you've got Momentum Mori. There might not be a someday. So this is an urgency card that is asking you, I know it kind of talks about death, but more than anything, it is about, it's more carpe diem than anything else, you know? To use the opportunities as they come up and not to put or postpone something exciting or important till the next day, next week, next month. So it could be different things for different people. Here it's number 19, by the way. But I would say maybe revisit what are you focusing on right now, and maybe there is something that is important and you know it, but it's one of those types of tasks that is important but not urgent, and so you kind of put it off because, like, I know I can handle it later. There will be some airplanes here, by the way, guys, so just a little warning. Apologize in advance. I'll try to get closer to the mic so you guys can hear me. So there's at least one important but not urgent task that needs to be handled at this time, and you shouldn't be postponing it any further. For masculines, we have number 28. So both of them come up to 10, by the way, and it's a completion number, and it's especially symbolic at this time as we are fast approaching full moon in Sagittarius energy. So for the masculine's message is, thus one journeys to the stars. So this is about expansion. It's about going to the next level and being able to bring other people with you to that next level, right? But it's like you need to get there first. You're like an astronaut that explores this new land first, and then you're creating a path for other people to join you there. Okay, with all that said, let's jump into tarot. Today the third question is going to be messages between the twins. So we'll see what feminines and masculines want to say to each other. Bottom of the deck is Six of Wands. There's a strong, like, this is very, very fiery energy, and I feel like there's strong desire to be victorious in whatever your endeavor is, whatever you've been pursuing recently. It's like almost like I hear the message like, when is this going to be completed? When can I say that I've done this and I can move on to the next stage? It's not really even for the sake of completing this task, but because completing this phase unlocks something else. Bottom of the deck with the clarifying deck is Eight of Pentacles. It's like a lot of work has been put into this project, whatever it is, right? And you want to see dividends, you want to see it pay off, right? And in this case, it's kind of like, it's been kind of like bamboo, you know, where it's growing under surface for like 5 years, and then suddenly, when, you know, maybe you've already given up on it, right? Because it's still, there's a chance that due to the elements, due to some other factors, it may not have grown at all, right? And then suddenly, poof, and it grows very tall, very fast. And this is the time that we're approaching right now. Especially as we get a lot closer to the summer solstice, which I'm going to be talking about next week, most likely, when I'm in Arizona. Very special time, one of the highlights, one of the main milestones of the year, astronomically speaking. So yeah, we'll get to that for sure. But what I'm trying to say is we are very close to that milestone, and things are heating up basically as we're approaching that peak. How many days do we have? I have like 10 days, no, actually a couple of weeks. Maybe 12, yeah, okay, let's cut it in the middle. I think it's actually 12. Feminines, your energy for today is the Temperance clarified by 4 wands. How beautiful is that? Both of these actually symbolize spring for me, symbolize growth, abundance, potential, right? It's like the seeds have been planted and now you're starting to see them grow, right? And spring is when we see things, the crops come up, you know, show up from the ground, and we've created a certain foundation, right? And we just need a little patience to let them grow to the full. That's what we're learning, right? And maybe we're tweaking the way that we take care of them. But essentially we know that we can't rush this. It needs to come at its own perfect moment. And this is what the feminists are learning right now. And of course I gave you an example just because I saw that in the cards. But you can take that and use it in any context that's applicable to you specifically. Whatever it is you're growing right now, whatever project, it could be a relationship, it could be something about your mission and purpose, it could even be travel, making connections with new people, you know, something, even a legal matter for some. Sorry guys, I need to pick up the cards. Because as you can probably tell, I'm sitting on the balcony and there's a good chance if these cards fly away that it's gonna be for good. So just making sure not to repeat the mistake of last summer when I lost some of them off one of the Manhattan skyscrapers. So yeah, so have patience, it's coming up, and do your due diligence to observe these different phases of how this project evolves. I'm gonna call it project because it's the most common term in my opinion, right? Like, what can you notice about each of these phases? How does it make you feel? What is your expectation? What is your intention for it? Does your vision change for the whole thing as it evolves and maybe develops in different ways that you expected before? Masculines. You've got 7 of Cups clarified by Queen of Swords. So for you right now, it's the masculines are realizing where their noble quest they haven't been true to themselves by stepping into some kind of noble quest, some kind of maybe even confrontation. Maybe it's just a tough pursuit that takes a lot of energy, but it's like, well, now I see that it wasn't doing me much good. Like, it seemed nice when I first looked at it or when I heard about it, but now as I dig deeper, as I dive into it, as I put in more work, I can't wait for it to be over. And like, the universe is asking you to look it in the eye and like be very truthful with yourself. Even if it completes as you planned, is it worth the investments that you've been making of your energy, your time, your other resources, right? And maybe it's not really about completing it, right? Because that will prove something to you, that will make your ego feel good, but are you gonna be happy about it? And maybe it's actually a lot better to stop now, refocus, redirect, start fresh, rather than try to complete this goal for the sake of completing the goal and feeling good about that. Additional question for today is 3 of Wands clarified by Queen of Cups. What is our intention in matters of love right now? What is the direction to look at, to pay attention to? For feminines, it's the Star clarified by Ace of Wands. It's getting your drive back, getting your passion back for... it's a switch of pace from focusing on the emotional and on the mental stuff towards the fire, towards... For some, it could be actual sexual attraction and chemistry. And look into that way, what attracts you, what is attractive to you, what kind of qualities, what kind of behavior, what kind of energy, and seeing if there is anything that you want to heal in that direction, you where it could be something that's still hurting from past experiences. It could even be something from generational karma. But if you know that there are certain sensitive topics or areas for you in that way, in terms of physical intimacy, then this is a time to look at them. They're just as important as all the emotional and mental stuff that we've been talking about. For the masculines, Four of Swords clarified by High Priestess. We've seen this energy for the masculines quite recently, and I must say that this is a continuation of it, where masculines, in order to get closer to the union, or to being in that union energy themselves, masculines need to look deeper to tune into their divine feminine, inner divine feminine, to their intuition, to their inner discernment, right? And we talked about it in the recent readings, that nobody can really give you a formula of success, tell you exactly what to do. At a certain point, you need to figure it out for yourself. And again, it's not a mental process, it's more about going within and feeling it intuitively. And that's not an easy task for masculine energy, which is why the recommendation is, there's actually a troll here, or an ogre that's sleeping. Take it as you will, but Four of Swords is the energy of rest, of peace, and we even saw solitude, I believe, in the last reading. Get yourself into that space and really listen, especially if nothing comes in just like that. Sorry about the plane. Try to go deeper into the romantic experiences of the past, so any close relationship for that matter, if it was very strong for you, and feel into it and notice what feels good and what feels uncomfortable or heavy, and these are going to be your clues. What is the message from feminines to masculines? The Emperor clarified by the shadow side, or the Devil, actually. So two major arcanas. The message here from the feminine is that the feminine realizes that, first of all, some of the negative experience that the feminine has with the masculine is a reflection of her own shadow, if anything. And for the feminines, very interestingly, synchronistically, it gets them to step deeper into their divine masculine internally, and seeing where there are some patterns that need to be fixed, healed, around power, around control, around courage, around ambition. Different topics here for different people, of course, right? But they're interpreting the masculine behavior in a certain way where they can tell, if there's something triggering for them, that it's their shadow to look at, and they're decoding those messages right now. So this is a bit of a message for divine masculines not to feel guilty as much, as such, for causing the pain. The message from masculine to feminine, we have Seven of Wands clarified by the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, so masculines are saying, I know that there is a lot going on. Sorry about the noise, guys, but I'm almost done. There's a lot going on right now in the energetic realm and also in the physical realm that is pulling on divine masculine's energy. And they understand that it's getting them into an unhealthy place where they become too defensive or even angry sometimes. They're really protecting their space, their field. They feel like they're failing, they feel like they're losing their power, their authority, their inner self, right? So this is right now the main topic, and they don't want to be angry or anxious about it, but that's what is coming up. So they're figuring out how to address it, and they definitely don't want to, the message towards the feminine is, they definitely don't want feminines to see that side of them, to see them in this energy. So feminines, if the masculines are retrieving right now or taking time to themselves, this is the main reason why. So let them do their part, let them figure things out, let them be in that process. Okay, I hope this was useful, guys. I'm gonna leave it here. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. And until next time,